Chapter 8, Maverick. Much like the lounge, tables litter the floor in front of a small stage in this room. The tables here are larger, however, and the lighting is much brighter. A microphone stands in the center of the stage. Behind it and to the right, something large and rounded at the top, bruised beneath a white sheet. Eve plucked a blank name tag from a table against the wall beside the door. She bends at the waist to fill out her name, and Frankie follows suit. I look around the room and try to figure out what Jim has up his sleeve, but there isn't much to go on. Bennett and Ezra catch my attention, and I start towards them. But then Jim appears out of nowhere and pulls me off to the side. "How are you getting along with your charge?" he whispers. I peer past his shoulder. Frankie hasn't noticed my absence as she peels the backing from her name tag and sticks it on her baggy shirt. She glances around once, but she doesn't seem to be looking for anyone in particular. We're getting along fine, but I don't understand this setup. Could you shed a little light? All in good time. He pats my shoulder and smiles. You'll hear more about the scavenger hunt shortly, but I need to be sure you understand that your little package is different from the rest. While the other fowls in our potato salad can be squeamished, she must be protected. In fact, no one else can even suspect that she's not one of us. Jim. They'll know. Hell, within few minutes of me meeting her, she already fucked up her backstory. She said she was the fisherman. Jim winces and gives his head a halfway shake. Damn, that's a sorry business, but that's what you'll need to fix. Help her fix it. My head turns towards him at a pace so slow that I feel the creak of every tendon in my neck. You want me to help her fit in? A fad, almost serial killers? Now you're catching on. He glances from side to side, then leans closer. And if you can pull it off, if you can convince her that we aren't the droids she's looking for while convincing everyone else that she belongs, you'll receive a very handsome prize. If he's insinuating an invitation to a sad pizza party in the basement of his island mansion, I'll pass. Still, the challenge will give me something to do while I'm here. Okay, Jim, I'm in. Glad to hear it. Now, there's just one little rule. Frankie can know that you know, but if anyone else finds out, the game is over. I glance back at the table, where a few more participants have gathered to fill out name tags. Eve and Frankie chat off to the side. Not even Eve, I ask. She's a close friend and I trust her with my life. Not even Eve. It's a tall ask, and I doubt I can pull this off. But I nod my head. Okay, I think I've got it. Good. Now go make sure she's on your team for tonight's festivities. I hate to think of what she might slip up and say if you aren't there to help her. He raises his eyebrows and looks over at the table. Kat and Kendra have joined the Kat and Kendra. I rush away from cackling Jim. The man lives to torture us, I swear, and hurries to the group of women. When Kendra notices me, she steps in front of me before I can reach Frankie. Where have you been hiding this enchanting woman? Kendra asks as she points to Frankie. First, you hog all Eve's time, and now you're determined to keep this one away from us as well? Maverick, sharing is caring. I hold my hand towards Frankie in motion for her to come with me, but Kat swats my hand away. Back off, Blondie. We're forming an all-girls team, and you can't steal one of the few pairs of tits in this sausage vest. Kat weaves her arm through Frankie's and Eve does the same on the other side. We only need one more, and I think I can convince Rosie to join us. Or, Adrian, you could put me on your team and up your chances of winning. You don't know what Jim has planned. And you do? Kendra asks. Not even Azara knew, and he became Jim's party planner extraordinaire. Okay, no. I don't know what Jim has planned, but neither do you. I cock my head and wait for a response. Eve places her hand on Kendra's arm. He has a point, honey. If we want to win, we might benefit from having some male energy on the team. Besides, it looks like Rosie and Grimm have already teamed up with your men. We follow Eve's pointed finger to Bennett, Azara, Grimm, and Rosie, who have taken a seat at a table. You can always join them, Kat says. They have an opening, and there are a few other women around here, somewhere. But then an unfamiliar man takes a seat beside Azara. Oh, fuck it, Kendra says. Maverick, welcome to the team. If we don't win, it's your fault. Noted, I say. I scribble my name on a name tag, then peel the backing and stick it to my gray t-shirt. The girls start towards a table, and like a little pull-string puppet, I follow them. I take a seat between Kat and Frankie, but then I feel eyes on me. When I look across the room, Bennett is leveling me with a death glare. Frankie, could we swap seats? I whisper, though I leaned a little too close. When she turns her head to me to address me, our lips nearly touch. She leans back to avoid the kiss of death, then nods. Yeah, sure. Once we swapped places, a hush falls over the room as Jim climbs the few stairs to the stage. From his inside pocket, he pulls a stack of note cards, then adjusts his tie. He clears his throat and steps up to the mic. Sinners, I'd once again like to welcome you to the Bruiser Cruise. After the little show before dinner, several of you approached me with questions and concerns revolving around the scavenger hunt. I'm here to squash all of the rumors